Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to go over the fall 2022 trends and have a look at some of the top ones that I've identified and do a brief overview, discuss a few ideas surrounding them, and overall just get excited for the fashion season to come. First of all, it needs mentioning that these are in fact trends. So just because it's a trend does not mean that you need to buy it or buy every single piece of it. We are going to look at all of these together, and it's up to you to decide which ones actually suit your style, your lifestyle, and some of the silhouettes that you appreciate. If you are going to buy something too out there, it's really not going to work for your wardrobe. And then secondly, we also have to remember that these are mostly looks from the runway, so they are slightly exaggerated and might be a little bit more on the performance side of clothing and not really as practical for day-to-day life. But without further ado, let's get going into the trends. It comes as no surprise, baggy denim. You can get these in all types of washes and lengths, distressed or not. And I must say, although I have not really dipped my toe properly into the baggy denim, I've only purchased one and it's slightly oversized, but I think this season I might opt in for either a baggy or a wide leg denim. Autumn is such a great time for leather jackets and other leather accessories, and we can really see some of these designers really play with some texture difference in these outfits. And I've actually made a texture play video. It was mostly focused on summer things, but I might do this for winter because I must say these outfits, I absolutely love it. And although it might not be exactly what I wear on a day-to-day basis, I love the texture play in all of these outfits that we're seeing on screen. I've also seen a couple of leather jackets without any zippers or too much detailing, where it's slightly plainer, smoother type of leather, such as this one by Ralph Lauren. And if you want a more sleek, elegant type of leather look, this is the season to actually have a look. Punk prep. It might come as a surprise that this was actually the category that excited me most. And again, some of these runway looks are definitely an exaggerated form, as mentioned earlier, but I definitely do like the preppy look. But I know that if I can very easily look too preppy, and all of these just remind me that I can still do prep without the intense school-like association, and really punk it up with some zippers, leather, and a few other accessories. Have a look at some of the pictures by Givenchy and Louis Vuitton. They have plenty of inspiration. Knits, it comes as no surprise. We always have this every single season, and for good reason. It's always extremely comfortable. It offers really so much comfort and warmth over the winter months, and I really don't want to go into a specific type of knit here. I popped up some pictures, but you can really go into some of the colors, silhouettes, even maybe little patterns and things that you appreciate. This will be a trend over and over again. The only thing I will say is keep a lookout for the fabric composition. If you want your knits to last a really long time, you should look at what fiber it is made out of. I've spoken about fibers and fabrics a lot on this channel, and mostly in the past, but I will continue doing so in bits and pieces. And also remember to take very good care of your knits, especially if it's animal hair knits, the ones that I prefer. I do have a video on that, so I'll have it linked. Tailored pants, maybe my second favorite, or maybe it's my first, I don't know now anymore. But I must say the tailored pant, you probably already know if you've watched my previous video that I have a brand coming up. The very first item is going to be some tailored pants. Although I've been wearing tailored pants for a really long time and for many seasons, I really like that this season, and I suppose some of the previous ones, also had quite a bit of tailored pants included. I will continue wearing mine because this is something that I know works so extremely well for my personal style, and I encourage you to keep a lookout. Maybe for some of these on screen, but also for the ones that I will be releasing hopefully sometime soon. Long dresses and coats. I must say this is the first time in a long time that I've really seen so many extremely long versions of dresses and trenches and other types of coats that almost reach the floor, if not completely draping. And if you are really tall, this might be your time to pick up a couple, because I know tall people really have a tough time sometimes finding clothes that fit them. Smaller people can at least still tailor some of the things to have it fit them, but you can't always add extra fabric. So this is a really good time for you to keep a lookout for that. And if you're just into oversized clothing, this is your trend. Oversized bomber jackets. If you are into these, this is definitely something that you can find vintage, secondhand, pre-loved, and have a look inside of your brother or your dad or your grandfather or maybe your boyfriend's cupboard. They often have bomber jackets, and a vintage version from someone else could be such a good idea. I've been seeing waistcoats for a couple of seasons, and here they are yet again. I must say, I'm not completely sure if I will do the waistcoat without, you know, a shirt underneath, and if I do it with a shirt, I'm gonna be too preppy again. But I have a knitted one that I will continue wearing. Again, this is something you can very easily find pre-loved. Colorful jewelry. We've been seeing quite a bit of beads, glass beads, and other types of textures coming into jewelry. And although I might not dip my toes into this, if you like some colorful jewelry, this is definitely still a trend continuing, and you can pick up a few pieces and you will probably be able to continue styling it even if it's not on trend anymore. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I will see you next week. Have a good one. Bye.